It was a great fight, great because both fighters won in the end. Fury has established himself as the greatest heavyweight of his generation, rising up off the floor twice and amazingly just, keeping his composure throughout. But a case can be made that he got a little extra time from referee Russell Mora after that second knockdown. Wilder, in an odd way, did win in losing because he came really close to getting redemption in that fourth round. He showed tremendous heart and he kept fighting back when it looked like he was a punch or two away from being stopped or knocked out. So he kept firing that big right hand and he didn't give up. While I don't think that he silenced his critics when it came to his technical ability, his courage and determination can't be questioned. So he's a champion that will fight to the end. And that right cross is one of the most potent weapons in the history of heavyweight boxing. But in the end, this was a fight that showed you can't teach an old dog new tricks. This rubber match was intriguing because of Wilder's addition of Malik Scott to his corner, and Malik Scott was a defensive-minded technician in his own career. So, the thinking was perhaps he could have made some improvements in Wilder's defense and technique. Some of the workout videos they posted were impressive. Wilder looked as if he were adding new wrinkles to his game, and he added about 20 pounds of muscle. So, things look different from the outside, but appearances are deceiving. Fury was still the stronger man. In the clinches, he was able to get Wilder into side headlocks, and he forced his neck down. And by the late rounds, Wilder just dropped down to the canvas two times when Fury was pushing his head down. Fury still had more expertise when it came to infighting. In the clinches, he would control Wilder's hands and arms whenever the two moved inside, and he'd use his weight to just smother him and push him back against the ropes. So, despite the hype and what the commentators were reporting about Wilder hitting 250% harder, or he was 250% stronger. I forgot what they were reporting, but he was the same guy on a technical level, and that's all that matters. Wilder fought with his hands down. He often had his left glove looking glued atop his right in a fighting stance that makes him look more like a baseball pitcher than a boxer. And the commentators thought he had injured his hand, but only Andre Ward caught that, and he said that it was always been a quirk of his. Again, I thought Max Kellerman and Sean Porter got it wrong when they said Wilder had a game plan. He didn't execute a game plan. Looked like he had a first round strategy to start aggressive, work the body and land the big right up top. But by the second round, that was thrown out the window. He had reverted back to the old Wilder, throwing right hand bombs with abandon. Once again, Fury's corner was superior to Wilder's. As after the first round, Sugar Hill Stewart said to Tyson Fury, he's like, you see, he's getting tired already. And he said that as if he were expecting that all along. So they had a game plan. And it was apparent that Wilder's footwork and balance didn't improve. He's so flat-footed that he seems to wobble whenever he gets hit. And because of this, sometimes the impact of Fury's blows looked more impactful than they actually were. And by the sixth round, Wilder was teetering around the ring like a newborn fawn because his balance is so bad and he was so tired. I thought it was a big mistake for him to bulk up with all that muscle. I thought he was always at his best when he was looked like an NBA small forward. He comes in at a lighter weight, weighing no more than 210 pounds, and his stamina would hold up better. Because he's so tense and wound up so tight, he fatigued a lot faster than the chunky 277-pound Fury. Fury's just so relaxed, he's composed, and he knows exactly what he's doing. So yeah, this is a classic example of a fight that shows us how useless big muscles are in boxing. So I don't see the need for a fourth fight, but stranger things have happened, and there's an audience for it because these two make for entertaining scraps. But it's clear that Fury is the superior fighter. My guess is that Wilder takes a lot of time off, and hopefully he rides off into the sunset, as it is going to be damn hard for him to recuperate after suffering two beatings like this back to back. Now, Fury, on the other hand, he's the best heavyweight of this generation. I don't know of too many heavyweights in history that could have beaten him. He's got the size, defense and this just brilliant ring IQ to have defeated just about anyone in history. So yeah, let me know what you think. Who in history could have beaten Fury? Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Muhammad Ali? Let me know what you think.